My dear traders, welcome back to our playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We're about to hit Grantis and meet some Xenos scum over here who are apparently doing their dirty business. Hunting nobles, apparently. And we're about to hunt them now, I'd say. We're about to hunt them now, I would say. Big, have a wonderful one. Appreciate you popping by. I'm happy you have not forgotten us. If you want to stay in touch, here is the links to all social media in Discord. Make sure to hop on over. Nice landing. Man, the switch in quality and quality of life as well. With the games. Look at that little army here. Very sus. So, do we have anything back there, Lord Commander?
I always keep my options open.
Look at them colibris flying around. Formation. Formation is good. Let's have Solomon go to the sides. So like that. Two spearheads. Right, two little triangles. Ish. Well, blood is lying face down, crooked fingers clinging. Dead noble woman handing and holding her guts. So much death. Goods. Take some wine. More goods down here. I think it's tab over here to highlight items to pick. Yeah. Oh. Xenos. Let's open up. There's a pathway over here. There's no pathway up there. Oh! Secret box! More trophies. Okay. Anything around here that we can find?
Keep your wits about you.
No. Keep in mind, we're having an ad break coming in. We will ignore it and punch through. Finish up the original Final Fantasy VII, says Jareth, weekend before last. Need a bit of a break from gaming after that, so I've been mainly reading. That's nice. OGF7. FF7. Definitely the better and superior experience to the newer ones. Oh! Oh no! Marazhai, what are you doing?
At last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you.
Is it now? What are you about to tell me?
How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin always have enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
Is that so? Cal Morgan, thank you kindly for tuning in and enjoying Neverwinter Nights 2 with us. I'll appreciate your time, and have a good one. And thanks a lot if you keep a lurk up or not. Aggravating it is not. Having someone best you at your own game.
Do not try my patience, monkey.
Psycaddy, welcome aboard. Hello. Voids take you, miscreant.
Predictable. Boring. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you two have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all.
Ooh.
You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
Are you finished pontificating? I think I've dozed off for a second. Do you mind repeating the whole thing from the start? The mask of composure vanishes from Xeno's face, spitting out a florid, vehement tirade. He draws his weapon. I draw him mad at the governor's camp. Did he hit us? He came over and shot at us, but it looks like nobody is injured, per se. And I got an achievement for that, as well. To drive him mad. Okay, then. Bella up here. Solomon... Cassia, Argenta, Pascal. The Silver Skull into the front. Asher Boy, welcome in. Start the battle. For 1 round, the target arrow bonus are doubled. Okay, what do we have here? Incubus. We're gonna focus on the Incubus then. Let's do a front line over here. Can we do that? Is that doable? Move forward. Make the front line over here. Point of curiosity.
Things in anticipation.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
So... let's boost her Gento then. Give her some extra turns. And I can make the Reckless
As the Emperor
Rush
commands, I act.
to charge forward. And then I'm gonna do run and gun.
I'll
Shoot that at
return the
warrior.
pain tenfold.
Oh, this is to mechanical creatures only. Crap. I have to switch out their grenades. So let's put a nightmare on you guys. If I so can. Cover efficiency.
Pain is all.
Blade Master's coming in. Okay, Doggo got some toxins on. Let's get him. Apprehend. Wait, before we do apprehend, let's do advanced tracking. And then apprehend. Nice, 79 damage. Then we're gonna take a shot. Completely destroyed you. Then we go for a second apprehend on the incubus. Shame, not enough bites. There we go. Nice, you hit him, bro.
Our illustrious
Fantastic.
champion returns. Welcome home.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop, it's the son of the police. Thank you kindly, Haxer, for your freaking 73 months of support. Highly appreciate that. How you doing, buddy? Also, we have a new Discord. Monkey is not a key sound. Make it longer without the hard Y sound at the end. Monkey. E-Y. Is that better? Psychotic. Welcome in. Fierce Brood. How you doing, buddy? Like the name Kai? Do you think it's Monkai? But he says Monkey. Himself, the voice acting. Does the voice acting have it wrong? So let's throw some tears out there. Nice Force Brute. Scope to that. Share some Bioware as well. Toxic Burst did not hit anything, it looks like.
High momentum.
You parried. So let's see if we can drag this out in a way of jumping over here. Okay, that didn't work, but now we can make a Death Rules over the Cavalite Blade Master. There we go. He's bleeding again. He's dead. We're jumping over to the Incubus. Incubus dead as well. And with that, we have 5 jumps to do. Do you want to go straight up to the Blade Master over here? Let's go to the Blade Master over here.
Your last stroke of luck.
Is it now? Raining Blood. I'm gonna jump over
Trust me.
here. There we go. I'm gonna hit you to make the Rain of Blood go to the back. And with that, I'm jumping to the next target. And with that, I'm jumping to the next target. I need 1 point in the Pain of Resonance. So I'm gonna use now the Blade Dance to end him, apparently. And now I do the Blade of Resonance, and it takes off all of his dots. That should be more than enough to do 20 damage on him.
High momentum.
I can hear a whisper.
And he's dead again. And in the meantime, we're gonna throw some blood on
The
you.
shadows will see it done.
There we go. Bloodstain. Oh, I did not see you, mister. I did not see you. How could I best to attack you? I can't. Let's move up here. That gives me a 62 chance. I'm happy with that. We're going for concentrated fire and also devastating attack. And start shooting. Yeah. Okay. That's dead. I guess he's dead. So, Solomorn, you go for him. We want the advancing tracking, so the further the doggo goes, the more he's going to munch and bite. I'm gonna tell him to come to you with Protect. Then we're gonna go for run, meaning when the dog comes nearby, he's going to put a bleed on the target. And I cannot make an apprehend there. Shit. Let's do a run and gun. Let's try now. Let's try now. Now I can see you. Okay. Apprehend. 6-8 damage. Beautiful. Dude, straight up again.
Let's test our skills, Glader.
Dead. Well done, Glader. Good boy. Pascal. Can I go somewhere? There we go. Let's move up here. Let's relocate you over here. Second weapon, dismantling attack. You'll pay for this in blood. Let's put some points on you. Let's take the weakness out of you. And let's do an first shot with it. Can I do machine spirits? Something like that. And good to go. So Cassie is next.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's buff Kibella like there's no tomorrow. Can I drag the enemy down? I can't. But I can give Kibella some boost so she can... 3 jumps? I think that's enough to get there. Even though we're losing here some jumps. There we go. That's the second jump. And that's the... Let's do an captive audience where the next attack inflicts 19 bleed. Let's jump
As
over.
lieutenants
It's this disgusting. Guess who's dead? Dead again. The Xeno's dead. Shoot 2 bits. Splinter rifle. We don't need that. So let me catch up. I do have so many peeps to stop by and say hello, so you have me for half a beer. There we go. This is Warhammer, exactly, First Brute. I'm sure the official provocation is Monkai, because you can't go around calling an entire species monkey. I mean, isn't that the kind of like the gag there, the meme? Like that's apparently the legit reason they just call us apes. Then again, I may be wrong, but that's how I always read and pronounce it. And most of the community does as well. I think I've saw some lore video about the monkey or Monkai, whatever the pronunciation is correct.
Plan.
That was the arch nemesis of the Eldari
This explorator is blessed
before they even knew of humans.
multifunctionality.
And I think it's on purpose used that way. Primitive swords. Don't need that. Don't need that. Two-handed, nope. Medium armor, light armor. We'll keep one of each. We'll see if we can use them. But we'll see. I do get confused with this game. Is this how this game was always before? Because I know they have the first person and the third person shooter one. The third person shooter one is called Space Marine. And the first person shooter one is called Dark Tides. It's kind of like a successor title to Vermintide that is set in Warhammer Fantasy. And this is the only CRPG out there. And there's some other RTS games out there as well. But besides Dawn of War 1, all the other RTS games are quite underperforming. Deadly Precision Bolter. Single shot attacks with this pistol always score critical hits. Ooh. That's a bolt pistol. Man, there's so many amazing weapons, and then every time I'm getting them, I'm like, oh crap, I want to change my whole build just to make use of that item.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Am I the only one who's that crazy? Venom Blade. Anything else here? Okay. So he told us a place where we want to do a kind of like a show-off and attack, but he lost his temper and went in and attacked us. But nothing happened when he shot us. Is this game older? Can somebody tell me when the release dates of Rogue Trader was? It's
Let us not dawdle.
not older. It's definitely new. Just recently dropped the big DLC, the Lex Imperialis, with the arbites backgrounds and whatnot. Don't be sorry, Fierce. Ask your questions away. Let's have a conversation. Love it. Dawn of War 1 is getting a remaster coming out on your birthday, Psychotic. Fantastic. Well, be prepared. I announced it on YouTube already. For those who've missed it, here's the links. Look for Dawn of War 1 video. Definitely gonna go for a full campaign and probably the DLCs as well over here on this channel. So I'm gonna have some RTS galore going on. So where's the meeting point you wanted to go? The Xenos Marazhai dares to give the Rogue Trader an ultimatum: find and final battle of the Cinerus Maleficum Nebula, or continue fending off raids. It would be unwise to agree to the terms set by the enemies of humanity, but it's permissible if it will mean at the end of the constant attacks. That's what we're gonna do. Lapidus Motus. Liturbium Maledicta. In the Cinerus Maleficum. Where's that? I mean, we can in the meantime just jump back and see where it goes. Late 23. There we go. To simply put it, Aldari used it to refer to humans as somewhat barbaric culture. Yeah. Then it sounds like monkey. Probably on purpose. So let's see in our colonies. Is there anything that we can advance in builds? For me, Fierce Brute, this is the best Warhammer game on the markets, hands down. Next upcoming game from the same company is called Dark Heresy. That might take the title for me. Everything else is also not bad, but definitely action-focused. Complacency, we would have enough people to do that. But I don't want to drop on complacency. Efficiency here is non-existing. And on Falstone, no, we did everything already. So it's doing okay in Falstone. So let's have a look also on kind of contracts that we might have. I could give up people for provisions. I could give 12 people for promethium and chemicals. The Hand of Avolius. After successful attack, these gauntlets grant the wearer a 50% chance to inflict bleeding effects on enemies that fail a toughness test. This would be nice. Yeah, no. Not interested. 317 for profit factor. 7 people for profit factor. Let's do the profit factor things. 65 in profit factor. Let's warp travel. That night, the Lord Captain and some of his crew were awakened by beautiful music. The sounds seemed to caress their very minds, unless they realized that the source was their own bodies. While their teeth were chattering out a staccato, their tendons were being plucked like strings by unseen hands, and an invisible breath flowed through their bones, turning them into mournful flutes. The illusion ended, but for a long time afterwards, every movement made their hearts stutter in fear. Was the orchestra about to strike up on them once more? The Immaterium is such a scary place. We had a big thought tonight. Why don't big gaming companies just make all games in all different modes, like Make them this style, make them 3D, first person on the main menu. Let's play choose what they want. Because that would be a lot of resources that they have to put into just to give you a different angle on how to play the game. And ultimately would be a lot of cost that they don't want to cover. Simply put. So let's warp travel to Furibundus. Nameless Star. Lavus Hearts. Mortus Arceus. Silbanocus. Lapidus Mortus is where we want to go. So that means we're going to go to the Mundus Valentia. And then go here. I think that's also where the gate is. Could be. So the short answer to your question is because money. Fierce Brood. Because of money, stuff like that would not be happening. So, coming out of the real space. Before we do that, I would like to quickly go back to the bridge. Posts are all manned on the ship. Good. I would like to go to the bridge to check out what kind of things we can get with the profit factor now being 60 plus. But was it not here? Lapidus Mortis. Last Chance of Serene. Litorbium Maledicta. Okay, these are probable. Okay, Lapidus Mortis is not one of them. Let's see if we can find the other places. Like, look at the Gears of War. They made Gears of War like this, and it ruined it. Do you mean the tactical Gears of War game that felt like XCOM? Because we were talking about that one, Fierce Brutes, I thought that was fantastic. I loved it. Yeah, the tactical one, I loved it. I, hands down, enjoyed it very much. Condensed Kirkbus. The worst critical hit chance in melee combat is increased by 12%. Interesting. Was not for the gear fans. It was definitely for a new branch of people. That I agree. So, Power Axe. Box Beacon, was that too? If there was an Overseer, the first Overseer Archetype ability costs 0. That's intriguing. Let's keep that in mind. The Arc Rifle we're gonna sell. Beat of Concentration. They were against 1 additional AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer is not removed. Stacks up 5 times. That is fantastic for sniper characters. The user gains temporary wounds from combat stimulants. Yeah. Stun grenades. Okay. Deadly Repeater is a nice sniper rifle. Visor of Inevitability. Whenever the wearer inflicts damage over time effects, they gain +1 stack of Inevitability effect. As soon as the wearer gains 10 stacks of Inevitability, they deal 5 direct damage to all enemies suffering from any damage over time effect. Wait, what? And the points of inevitability are removed. The damage is Medicaid. But that is for Cabela. No, Cabela. Cabela. Pulse of the Fields. After run and gun, the wearer gains 50% cover efficiency. No. Heavy Shields. +1 to deflection, +6 to parry. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Heavy Emergency Cutter. These cutters are insane in melee. If you skill on those. Hands down, they are nuts. So, reputation. Hide untreatable items with you guys. Let's sort it by cost. You want heretic trophies. Let's give you that. Let's give you some ship components. And some Mechanicus gears. There we go. We're up to 20. Let's grab the melter gun as well. Good. Last but not least, Arch Militants. A new battery. I'm just gonna clean them and then we're gonna look at them afterwards. Good. Swords from newest to oldest. Let's do the ship thing first because that's the fastest one, I think. Allows flank shots to be fired from kinetic macro cannons. These are plasmagenic macro cannons. Short range broadside macro cannons, which fires 4 shots, dealing 27 damage. Yes. Long range broadside plasma cannon, firing 3 shots, dealing 33 damage. Macro cannons, who are shooting twice as well. That means we can then allow to bring us some flak ammo. There we go. And the torpedoes. Are these better? Shooting 4 short burns that deal 27 damage. We have 5 melted torpedoes that do 27. So that goes to cargo. I might keep that one. Do you want bombers? That's okay. This flank ammo thing we can add to cargo. These ones we can add to cargo. These fighters of deck fury you can add to cargo. Okay, beautiful. Back to the group. Jesus, what a fancy ship. Yeah. Quite a nice one. And we have also 2 flagships to have along. It was a nice way to bring a universe to players that like other playstyles. That is true. I can try to get us all together, but the big question is how. It's hard. You can't if it's brute. You will always have people who don't like certain approaches, don't like certain game styles, don't like certain looks. You cannot please them all. If developers go out to please them all, they will burn out and probably die. Super AG, thank you for the biddies and using a big emoji. How you doing, by the way? Welcome in. You're fancy. Like, I'm a big fan of Gears, but I can't get into tactics. I played it, but I couldn't get into the storyline because the gameplay looked so long. Well, it took so long. I just lost the plot for the story, which sucked because I respect people, love this style of gameplay, and some don't. Yeah, that's okay. That means you have your attention span needs quicker reactions. That means games that have high impact of pew pew are more for you. Simple as. Focused melter scorching. Nice melter weapon though. So many amazing weapons. None of them able to be used. I mean, are able to be used, but with a bazillion things that are 10 times better, we're not fitting to the character right now. The way we have leveled it. So, Solomon, let's have a look-see. There is a new shield potential. Shield block chance is 30% on this one. We have 1 deflection and 6% parry. The 6% comes from weapon skill. This would be good for a melee dude. Meaning Heinrichs. Most likely. Nope, that is better. How about this for you, Mr. Abelards? Yeah, that's better than your medieval shields. Although your medieval shield looks badass, if you don't mind saying. So, we have this light armor. Is that potentially better than your... Whenever the wearer suffers a trauma in combat, if they have more than 0 wounds, they immediately regain wounds. I'd rather increase your... I'd rather increase your chance of crits, to be honest. I mean, this is a really nice one with the silent death. Armor 35, dodge 2. Okay. It took me over 2 hours to do a mission once. Just got lost for gift story, but I just watched a YouTube video, and that's when I came up with the idea. Like, movie for people would be good. Like StarCraft and Warcraft. Interesting idea. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. So, silent death. Not really. So we got also some items over here. That glasses, those glasses. Yeah. Master of the Inevitable. Then you are an overseer, right? Archetypes. Officer. No. I'm an overseer. So this gives the first overseer archetype ability and a round cost 0. Does that stack double with the first movement being for free already? Let's give it a try. Run and gun bonus. That's crap. Also crap. That's really good. Consider we're a bonus to persuasion. Whenever the wearer is affected by an ally ability, they can dodge until the end of combat and it stucks. Why not? When the wearer kills an enemy with finished job ability, the wearer gains 20% to the damage for 1 round. Okay. Nothing for us. Nothing for us. Whenever an ally under the effect of the wearer's voice of command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, this attack deals an additional 50% damage. Not for you. Not for you either. Bonus to coercion. Penalty to awareness. Sounds good. Let's give you an eye patch. Okay, other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with the stuff that he has. Flamer Digi weapon. Near Soloists. Yeah, let's give you the flamer digi weapon instead of the Inferno pistol. Okie dokie. I think we are good to go. Let's switch these out. Oh, we have way too much stuff with us. Last purchase. Talk to the guy at the Dragonus Palace. This upgrade kit permanently improves the Rogue Trader's familiar maintenance station when applied to any of them. Both are improved. Whatever that may mean. What does that mean? This upgrade kit permanently improves the Rogue Trader's familiar maintenance station. The upgrade kits can only be used in numerical orders. Can only be used if the Rogue Trader has the Overseer archetype. I have to go into my captain's quarters to use that. Or captain's quarters. Let's move over there. Each archer's ability from any archetype is free if you don't have another of the archetype in the body. Was that so, psychotic? Can't recall that. So there is now a thing to click. Oh, it upgraded. I love visual upgrades. But what did we get better in now? Because I didn't really get that. Don't really see the log or anything that Cyber massively finds a set on the bed, looking at you. Maintenance upgrade has been granted. When applied, both are improved, but in what sense are we improved? No tooltip at all. Feels like a rushed feature. Yeah, feels brute. For some people, shooters will be, for example, too fast. That is true. So it could be one of these here. Let's go to the last chance of Serene. See if he's here. Yeah, we got a little bit of damage. And apparently we have to fight off a boarding of our ship through the warp. For those that are familiar with the lore, when jumping from A to B, we go through the warp. The warp is basically hell. It's an immaterium realm. So we dematerialize ourselves to travel through the warp to materialize again on the other side. During the travel, you could go back in time accidentally. You could go forward in time accidentally. Or you could arrive at the same time and day that you actually left the other space in. And we have a so-called Galler fields that is protecting our ship from all kinds of spiritual attacks that are demons and whatnot. And, well, sometimes things malfunction, like right now, and warp
I always
hallucinations are
keep my options
happening.
open.
Look at that, we even have an echo when we talk. So wild stuff will happen now. There we go, we're getting ready. Spiritual hallucinations walking around.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Cease and repent!
So we have a lot of captives. Ah, I see. Some Cabalites did board our ship. AKA some Dark Eldar. Solomorn. Let's move up here. Let's bring Glyta over here. Argenta. Go up here as well. So, start a battle. Who is first? Cassia is first. So, Cassia, let's move forward. Let's see if we can drag as many people as possible together. That would be fantastic.
Emperor, protect me.
Let's bring you over there. Let's open the eye.
If I may.
Littlest there. And annihilated. Okay. Other than that, let's give
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Kibella a turn. Let's move up here. And let's make the jump straight in between you guys. Beautiful. And then swap you out. They're self-exploding, apparently. Oh crap, what did I do? Oh, I gave everybody an debuff. Inferno. My bad. Not what I actually wanted, but I'll take it.
I'll do what it takes. This way!
So they're all getting frenzies. So, let's move over here. Let's tell Glider to get an advanced tracking and tell him to apprehend. First one to die. Bites the one in the back. Second one to die. Apprehend the next one. Good boy. You hear that, Thor? Good boy. Named that after my RL dog. Anything else? Yeah, go protect Cassia. And become battle mode standby. So you're your own master.
Emperor, protect me.
Momentum. Let's move over here. Good. Then both dead.
I'll do it.
Run and gun. Another one binds to dust.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So, reckless rush. Let's move over here. Let's move up here. Okay. Pascal. Oh, there's somebody over here. Can you please go and let's move up here. I should be able to shoot twice. Or it's just I just get the AP back. Not shooting twice. Let's dismantle the one up top there, and I think that remains only one creature. Where's that one? Over there. Okay. You know what? Just walk over it. Yeah. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm dead. I think we've dealt with them all.
The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. Is that player squad modded? Super Richie asks. No, it is my companions. So I have the Overseer class that gives me, depending on your backgrounds that you picked for your character, and depending on the first class that you pick, the first archetype, you get access to either Mastiffs, Servo Skulls, an Eagle, a Raven. Did I forgot something? I think it's like 4 companions that you can pick. So, Solomon over here is an arbites, just like me, so we both have a Cyber Mastiff with us, and Pascal is an operative, and operatives get the access to Servo Skulls. So he has a Servo Skull group coming with him. Because I wanted to try out the new classes, or the new companions. So, let's leave. There's all the items. Making trophies, there we go. Have a nice lunch. I love your pink animals. It's so cute. Force have a wonderful creature. Have a wonderful one. Thanks a lot. Awesome convos. It was eye-opening. Happy we could serve. Let's visit the last chance of Serene. See if we find the ships over here. Xeno artifact. Bridge, the object is dead ahead. Copy that. Report relay to officers on duty. Any chance it's a construct? Requesting Ogre relay data. Awaiting response. Urgent report from the engineer on the Ogre deck. Detecting an energy spike of unknown nature. Conjugated network overloading. Peripheral systems offline. Confirming visual changes. The gate is... Lord Captain, we're detecting activity nearby. Observation indicates that signatures are very similar to ships. Lord Captain, Xeno ships. Fire the sacred ordnance on one of the targets. Order received. Executing now. Lockhart. Target hits. One of the Xeno ships was fallen. Glory to the rogue trader. Wait, what's that? Lord Captain, alert. Another Xeno ship inbound. Must be a boarding party. What? Where did it come from? It was hiding nearby. It is close and undetected while we were distracted by the construct. It's right by us. It's aiming for the engine's module. Lord Captain, emergency. Confirming contact with the enemy ship in the engine area. Confirm. Boarding ship in the engine's area is not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat, I might need some chainswords in chat. We need to summon our strength to punch through the boarding party. Oh, we still have to fight off whatever's coming. Immortally. Well, we're all against one? Oh, evil. Zoom. Zoom. Ship is gone. There comes another one.
Large batteries. Volley.
Good. Another one bites the dust. Swoop. Another one down. Wait, are we continuing this kind of spiel? Just hunting Xeno ships? Little escorts? I'm okay with that. The Lost Hatred frigates. Oh, now we're talking. So quick turnaround, and guard my asses. And that's that. Did we catch it by surprise? Ah, here it comes. The battle is over? Huh? Chaoscom, how you doing? Lord Captain, we've dealt with the void ships of these beasts, but Xena's boarding parties landed on the ship. We're gonna deal with them as well. Well, Chaoscom, that's those moments you come over here and hang out with us. Love it to have you aboard. Speaking of, we have a new Discord. For those watching this live here, and for those watching on YouTube, link in the description down below. Stop the boarding party. Let's do it.
You do not realize the dangers of living outside the Imperial law. You are playing with fire, and one day you will pay for every act of mob justice you have committed.
You see a threat in my rituals, but in truth, your greatest enemy is fear.
Ooh.
I'm not afraid to walk along the knife edge of the law you so revere, or to act against it if it means staying true to the Undying One.
Uh-oh.
More monkey. Look, my kin, they can't wait to die. What's taking so long with the engine? The monkey are already here.
Don't rush me, or we'll be perished alongside with them. Okay, so we have to rush through. That looks like a detonator on our engine. It's not good. Not good. Not a good idea. No, no, no. No, 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 no. To the front we go. To the front we go. I'm gonna go over here. Okie dokie. Start battle. So, let's buff Glato. The Solomon most likely will use it later to get over here and apprehend. Power bite in. And then give shots. Another bite. And then we're gonna do an run and gun.
I will not submit.
Will you not? Okay. Your choice. Cavalry warrior specialists. Okay, we have to go up that line up there. So
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
let's make you all great again. Let's make a kill box up there. And over here some sort of over-penetrating thingy. Let's pull him into the open.
I bring.
So Blade Masters are coming in.
Carnage beckon.
Beep boop beep.
Your son will sustain.
Do we have like a limit on time now? So Argenta, get over here. Reckless Rush. Let's move up here. Let's put rapid fire on and concentrated fire. And let's shoot some peeps, I'd say. Oh boy. I guess the Drukhari have not met with
I am his will made manifest.
the Empress, exactly. Good. Moving up here. I want advanced tracking and run. And now I'm gonna tell him to go and blind this specialist. Beautifully. And I'm gonna shoot these dudes right in the face. If I can. I can't. He dodged. How dare you dodge? Let's put Doggo on standby.
High momentum.
Got momentum. So, it looks like we're moving into the same direction-ish. Let's move over here. Let's make the same spiel. Advanced tracking. Tell my dog to protect. Coming over there. Now tell my dog to bite. Actually, let's make straight up overcharge. Dodged.
Who if not me?
130. Jesus, Meebus. Jump up there. That's what I'm talking about. Bite him to death.
I refuse to bow.
Do you now? Okay, I could shoot like that.
You
And
will
hit.
pay for this.
And kill.
Will not submit.
Let's put my dog also on standby. So, Kibella. Wow, Kibella can go again like a maniac. Vroom. So, captive audience. Your slices.
It's here.
That was over 100 damage that she just did. Okay. The doggos go. Move over here. Give Kibella a new turn. So let's run
As
over.
honor ordains.
Woe to you.
Nice. And spin to win.
Disgrace.
I always have a backup plan.
Do we get to disarm it or not? Who's that over there? No, 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 no. Where is he? Where's my son? Try to identify the officer. The patch on his jacket bears a familiar crest. It's a symbol of the one of the middle decks. One that has no connection to these compartments. Examine the officer's face. You take another step towards the man to peer at his face. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction. Point at the patch on the man's sleeve. Your crew's not stationed in this section. Explain yourself. Tacitus, my boy. Swamp devils dragged me off. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for my son. The Emperor's violent guards came to save my boy. Showed them where the swamp devils dragged Tacticus. I led them right here, like they asked. They They make short work of the nest of those beasts, and I'll keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Master, will you help me? There are no gods here. You on board of the rogue trader's vessel, knee-deep in Xenos blood and entrails. I don't understand. Xenos? What Xenos? Empress serves me? When instant awareness returns to the officer's eyes, and he seems to see his surroundings for the first time. The man sneezes, and the lower half of his face is coated anew with slime streaming from his nose. The officers cast you a pleading look. What is this nightmare scene? I was leading the Emperor's guards to the swamp devil's nest across the marshlands of my homeworld, but instead of that, I was showing the way to them? Hallucination? A heretical mirage? The gods, they went very chatty. One of them called me something strange. Monkey, I think. And I heard them talking among themselves sometimes about seizing the ship. Oh boy. Tell me about the hallucinations. When did they start? I did remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time. But I remember many watches ago, a visit from a guardsman after the swamp devils attacked. It seems he treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and when the rest came, they told me to show them the way to the nest. But we were on a ship. Where did I take them? Until the last beast among the enemies of humanity is dead, the innocent will continue to suffer torment. Is this not a sign that we must work doggedly to rid the universe of Xenos? It seems you were not in your right mind. I think you're right, your lordship. Reason has fled me. I can't hold out even now. I can see the marsh where Tacitus vanished just behind you. In the name of the Emperor, death to all heretics. In a sudden movement, the man falls to your feet, an expression of stoic acceptance frozen in his face. You bend over the body, dispute numerous bloodstains on his skin. The clothes of the officer had not seriously been wounded. The only noticeable injury is on his face. His nose is disfigured, and a red slimy substance is streaming from it. Take the body to infirmary and try to identify the madness. So, examine the charge.
The machine god grants me insight.
Defuse the charge. There we go. Nice. That level us up. Fantastic. More engines, shebangs, but I want goods. Let's open that box up. Thank you, Gandhi. Oh, we could have just cut it off the power before having the fights. Oh, that's so clever. But there should be a timer in here.
Or
if I
get
recall
left in the
correctly.
dust.
Interesting that there wasn't. Overseer. Okay, that means we have a quick look at our sheets. Over here before we do anything. I'm gonna start with Argenta. Good. The last one we had was dependable. So let's go for perception again. Solid projectile weapon attack. I think bolter weapons are also considered under that. An Imperial World character is affected by an ally non-damaging ability. The resolve is increased by 1. If no other character in the current party is the same archetype as this character. Not happening. Litany of hatred. Yeah, let's go for solid projectile weaponry mastery. Good. Next we want Cassia. Last one was intelligence and threat of vaults. Gonna go this time even for heuristic training and grab me some more willpower. So Pascal. Let's have a look at you. The last one was an autonomous medic kit. Now we want pinnacle of weaponry. The first attack in combat with any plasma melta does more damage. And every following up shot does more and stacks. Good. Last but not least, we go for Kibela. Ba-ba-ba-bum. There we are. So the last one was Mass of Torture. So going for strength. So Jinx. While the Woodborne character has more than 50% all chance of the creatures including enemies. Yeah, no. No. Not going to happen. I think we're just gonna go down with medic increase. More medic means more Daka and more life as well. So this one was the enhanced augmentation. Do you want to move more? If the High-Volt character's melee superiority against an enemy, the effect is increased. High-Volt characters gain a 50% chance to dodge against the first attack of opportunity. If a high-roll character starts the turn adjacent to an ally character, that high-roll character gains 2 movement points. Pacification procedures. Gonna grab that so you can throw in passive grenades all the time. Tears of Repentance. Stun grenades. Exactly. Kraken. Stun grenades. Let's go with some plasma. Tear of Repentance. Okay. Beautiful. Leveled up, everybody. Onwards we go. Ah, crap. I should have given Kabila finally access to Drukari things. I forgot. Next turn. Next time, hopefully. Soon. So we destroy the ships that came out of that hole. But apparently it's not what we're looking for. It means it must be the next place. I have an urgent message from Dargona's Lord Captain. Our Aezyrraesh has received numerous transmissions, but no, there's no ordinary message. Each and everyone says a plea of help. Dargona's is getting a massive Xenos raid. That was basically just to lure us away. Get the corrupted from Moss Prayer. Better purge the mutants than allow heresy to take root in the Von Valence's vessel. Take that little bit of damage. Over to Dargonas. And go inside. Facing the Xenos. I think this now throws us very soon into Act 2. Drukari wood chips. So you Dark Mirror like Crusader. I'm gonna move around. Let's move into the sides. And put my shields on the right side. Nice try, little one. Oh, there are two even from each side. Well, there goes one. Good that I've moved all my power to the right. There goes two. So let's prolong. Throw some hits over. There we go, put some burning on that vehicle, so to say. Turn it around. Dorsal gun. I think it is done for. There it goes. Bada boom. Bada bam. So, engine movement to the sides. Moving up front. Bringing out the fighters. Bring some bombs out. There we go. Fighters exploded. Completely obliterated. I think we have another upgrade for the ship, but that's for another time. Land to Dorgonus. 1 second. Development. So, what do we want here? Vulnerability scans. Premonition. What does that do? The flagship overscan the area of favorable at tactical position. While the flagship is in such a position, its evasion is increased by 35%. Duration 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 20 seconds in the Master Etherics awareness skill. Okay. So our evasion goes up by a lot. I'll take that. I'll take that. And shield pulse. Overload the enemy shield, distributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. If the enemy has a whole field, it loses several of the charges. The pulse can only negatively impact other Xenos technology. This overload expends 25% of the flagship shields. I'm not sure I want that. Reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Sounds good. Let's have that. So, expedition is fire PPPU. Let us land on Dorgonus and cleanse the place. Let's go. Oh. Oh! Look at all the damage on the palace! These bastards. How dare them! Misty, how you doing? Welcome in. Is the game going? We've just landed on our palace. Oh no. All this pain. Wasn't there a photo mode? Maybe I'm mistaken. Corpses. Greetings, Lordship. Ocean's life. The Von Valence's offspring. Praise the throne, your lordship. You are here. You made it to Dorgonus before it could be devastated by the Drukhari. The subjects need you more than ever. Dorgonus has been hit by a Marazhai's attack. The fleet's resistance was broken in mere hours. The planetary defense forces were able to hold the inner perimeter. 2 attacks were stifled by the approaches to the settlement, but the fights continue. I received a message on the Arbites' Vox frequency. They are successfully defending the spire entrusted to them. Even if all of Dorgonus falls, that place will hold. I pray to the God Emperor that the Adeptus Arbites will repel the enemy and have time to aid the other parts of the hive. The Drukhari are after living victims above all else. Why would they waste their forces assaulting the palace when they should be storming another city? Alas, I don't know the answer, your lordship. When the Xenos attacked the palace, they sent a force so great that we increased the warden presence and the defense perimeter were wiped out in minutes. By the throne, whatever they're looking in, they've spared no troops to get their hands on it. I need details. What transpired on the planet? The attack began a few hours before dawn over at the capital. They first attacked the fleet. We received boarding calls right before we've lost communication with the crew. The sacrifice wasn't for naught. The ground troops had the time to start mobilizing, and the civilians went to organize the defense. Several hive cities managed to hold their perimeters. Others sustained greater losses, and 2 cities were completely devastated. Our intelligence still knows nothing about the fates of millions of people. I vow to make every Xenos pay dearly for every human life they have claimed. Oh, what I wouldn't give to join the punitive expedition. Your lordship, but my duty is to the welfare of this planet, not military operations. This is my plea to you, rogue trader. Make them rue the day that decided to assault Dargonus. Enough talking, I'm going. With all my gratitude, I transfer the command of the ground operation to you, loyal lordship. The local troops are at your service. I beg you, save Dargonus. We have transmission report from Squad 2. Come in, Lieutenant. Report. Lieutenant, we do not read. Oh, wow. Not even one Xenos died. Oh, at least one died as well. 2 died of them. Attack for the Emperor and for the rogue trader. Okay. Have some goods over there. May the Emperor bless the clan of Aezyrraesh. They are the only noble family that does not mess up. That's true. And they're not even noble. I mean,
Always keep your eye on the prize.
You can make them noble. You can level them up to nobility. Let's get them. Let's get them. So you hear Cassie up there. Bella over here. Oh, look at that! They're little bikes even. Pascal and your servo skull. Last but not least, Solomor and Glyto. Start. So let's move over here. Let's hold them all together.
Prey taker.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Little Astaire. Let's give that to Pascal. Pascal, make an overcharge shot. Is the other one? There's the other one. Make an overcharge area shot. Beautiful. Beautiful. And with the last one, we're gonna do
Tech Familiar activated.
signal forward and provocation signal. So, Solomorn, please do run. Then advanced tracking. Then apprehend. Go blind tick. Nice boy.
Foul breath.
Fight the other one as well. Hold on, Glido. He's gonna die from burning and bleeding. Probably. If not, I'm gonna move up here and take a shot at him. Boom, baby! Oh man, it's so good. I totally did not see that dude over there. Protect Solomorn. I'm gonna go for advanced tracking as well and tell him to
I'll make it happen.
bite the witch. Which did.
This can't
Then I'm going for slowed standby. And we are starting to run. Running. Well, nearly there. Let's go for overcharge.
I won't let...
Excuse me. Where's the other ones? Oh, left flank group. I see. So, Pascal. Let's move up here. Let's do the machine sprint for them. Let's do some weapon analysis. And take a shot at first.
Unleashed my fury.
Good. Let's go, Warden. Let's go, Warden. Pascal would probably die if I do that.
A work for a fleshcrafter.
Therefore, we're just gonna do like that. Take 2 shots. Beautiful. Firearm.
I'll do it.
I'll return the fate tenfold.
As the
We're single shotting them into bits. Off with his head. There we go. That's how we do it. Chris, how you doing? Welcome in. Here, Corm, your playlist for Rogue Trade is backwards with the most recent first. Oh yeah, the playlist will become first episode once we are complete. Otherwise, it always goes with the latest episode first.
Is there money to
Praise
be
the
made?
almighty bolter! That is true. Praise it. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Dismantle. I would have wanted to dismantle the gun up there. Your run got wiped out last night. Unfair Grim Dark mode. Aezyrraesh wiped me out by summoning a demon in the middle of a huge fight. Ah! But wasn't the run fantastic?
I always keep my options open.
Having that dreadness with it, that you never know what's about to happen. And Torb having permadeath. To know, okay, if you screw this up, there's no back. It's over. So, give it there. Some goods on this bike. Hidden, some Xeno stuff. The blooded soldier lets out an incoherent moan, clutching his mangled face. Let's aid him. And he spotted an armed mine hidden under his body. Oh, wow. The warden mutters the word of thanks and holds out an object for me to take. What did we got? The Protector of Faith. We got from him. A two-handed weapon. Two-handed sword. Anything up there? Nope. Anything over here in terms of loot? Nope. Love a challenge, and you really can't play without Aezyrraesh, even though she's such a liability. Is that so, Canadian? Why can you play with her? Yesterday I found a Star Wars meme, you know, the elegant weapon for more civilized aged, but Obi-Wan is actually holding a 40k chainsword. Oh, that's fantastic. Please share that with us in the Discord, Misty. You need to figure out how to get the secret iconoclast character. There's a secret Iconoclast character.
Watch out.
Who's that? I'm curious. Can somebody tell?
Acquisition is possible.
Like chaos and randomness? There is the embodiment of it. Fair enough.
My success is an irrefutable certainty. A sacred machine possessed by an aerial warp spawn.
Not seeing who. You can see who. I don't mind. Oh, Aezyrraesh again. Hello.
You malformed monkey! Putrid vermin, you will pay for every moment that I've spent on this pitiful planet!
In the name of the Emperor, for the glory of humanity, die, monster. She lets out a battle cry and charges forward. Okay. Enthralled Marauders. And some Wardens up here. Do we have some Wardens up here as well? No. But we have some Enthralled Marauders. Activate turrets. Ooh. Okay. Kormakr is next. I don't have a lot of logic, so no can do. I'm gonna go straight up front line. Come on, Thor. Pascal. Gonna be close by to those turrets. I'm also gonna go forward with you. You're gonna be back up with Glative for Cassia if shit hits the fan. I don't think it will, but if. And let's start the battle. So, Cassia. Let's go and kill some people. Let's put some nightmares on you. And let's drag you out.
Horror awaits.
Horror awaits. Some boost on Solomon. And then critical hit chance over there and put it as that marked thing so we can run over there for free. Because now I can use this here to move forward. Exactly. So what we're gonna do is make advanced tracking. I'm gonna go and say apprehend.
You will not withstand my vengeance!
Perfect. I'm gonna make the blitz stratagem and charge here for free. And then I'm gonna go over here to shoot this way.
Agony. What a pleasure.
What a pleasure. You go and bite Aezyrraesh. Missed. Then you're gonna apprehend. 77. Very good. And now I'm gonna go for firearm mastery.
Your last stroke of luck.
Is the apprehend not working for her anymore? Follow her. Please, thank you. Let's kill that one, dude. Better than nothing. Ability costs. Character moves. Removes all kind of things. Oh! I had crap. I would have had it a lot of granados to throw. Well, is what it is. Move up here. Rapid fire, concentrated fire, and devastating attack.
I'll do it. Crushing is a prayer.
Completely obliterated whatever was there.
Faith with them.
heart out for this.
Nice. Let's do that. Let's throw grenades. Beautiful.
You call this a strike?
Oh, wow. Okay, we had some shots coming in. Are you guys at least standing nicely all together? You are. Let's come up here. Let's make a jump into the middle.
The other side awaits.
All of them are dead. Can I do anything with you guys, with the wardens? Seems like not. And I cannot run towards that tile either. Well, that's a shame. At least throw some blood out there and throw a crackling grenade into the middle. That one dodged. Interesting. Interesting. So, Pascal, please go and activate the turrets. I can do if I go up here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Turrets seem to be active. Can I do that on the other side as well? Doesn't look like it.
Advancing.
Advancing. So... let's get some loads of that. Take a shot at that witch. Completely missed it. Crap. Relocate to the front. And give it the medical signal.
Your last stroke of luck.
Oh, wow. All kinds of combat stims. Brutal strike. Ooh, the first time actually I'm going close to some sort of... well, closing in on getting enough damage to feel worried. So he's gonna die. That's for sure. Go and protect Argenta. Moving over here. Now I would like you to apprehend this warrior. We're at 24. I'm gonna shield bash you. Should shield bash the other one. Shoot. Missed. Crap. So flame shot on you. There we go. Firearm mastery.
Executed.
Gone. Gone.
He is here.
Even up here. Ah, crap. Shoot myself. They're all the same direction. Oh, I didn't saw that one.
What a pleasure.
So move it down here. Galito.
If I may.
Let's boost Argenta. Revelin Slaughter. Nice. Pull them away.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Taking holds.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Get some points. So, some toxins we had on us. Kevlar heavy. There's a Kevlar warrior over there. Let's go for advanced tracking and bites. Apprehend. Well done. Coming next to you to get a shot at him. Dogger takes him out. Beautiful. So moving back here. Telling the dogger to go and apprehend this Capeline up there. 101. Vicious bites. Love it. Boom. Boom. So, running over here. And getting forward. Devastating attack.
You've unleashed my fury.
There we go. Hey, Wardens, get up. Your Lordship. We'll let you down, your Lordship. I wonder if they could have fought with us. If I could have freed them. Threw that Drukhari lady up nicely. Man, I love my doggo. Fantastic. Fantastic creature. Got a little
Blood
injury.
is my life. Death is my duty.
Got a little injury. Is there some advantage to dual-wielding shotguns, or is it just for style? The advantage is that you can shoot with your offhand as well, so multiple attacks if you use and want to use those APs for that. But I very often tend to end up actually using my APs more to work with my doggo than shooting myself. Break up the rubble. So Solemn Ward. Let's see you. Overcharge. But the Overseer uses their Archetype ability. The Overseer and their familiar gain 1 deflection until the end of combat, and it stacks. Fuck yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good. Next, we're going already into Exemplar. This is the first time I actually managed to come here fast enough before the big raid happens. What do you mean with trees? Do you mean the trees that were in front of the palace right now? Because if so, there were just ambience, Cowscope. Chris says, you can shoot with both in the same round. I thought you could only use one weapon each turn unless you use officer. No, you can shoot with both in the same round. You need the dual combat's weapon mastery, or something like that it's called, where you can use your offhand to attack with a slide penalty.
Keep your wits about you.
So, the Wardens came in here. Can make an athletic jump up here.
Just as he ordained.
Beautiful. Some goods on the grounds. Close their straps. I was looking over here. What the hell are these fellas? They're laughing. Oh, Scalander! Yeah, Scalander's normally always dead when I arrive. Holy crap. Can we actually save him? Let's try to save him. Please be fast enough to save him. Let's go all to the front line. So... let's drag you somehow all together.
A work for a flesh crafter.
Fuck. There we go. There we go. Can I open the eye without hitting him? I can hit 3 of them at least.
Let me educate you on the
That's something.
pain.
Let's revel in the lights, Achilles. And give you all kinds of bonuses.
Break them around!
Oh crap. That was very bad. So, they're nearly dead. Let's just shoot. There we go. As I thought, should be enough. Run and gun. Over there. Give me one more shot.
Your heart out for this.
Give me a wildfire.
I'll do it.
There we go. Covered in Drukhari blood and his own. Poor man. Achilles again looks around, haunted. God, Emperor, preserve me. Could it be? Is it truly you, your lordship? By the yawn of the darkest abyss, Achilles, why did my expert on Xenos fail to prevent the Drukhari assaults? I focused all my attention on investigating the attacks across your protectorate. I suspected there was something bigger behind the Xenos attack, but an assault on Roktri's capital? Foolhardy even for Drukhari. I've never have thought. Inspect his wounds. Achilles' body is covered in an unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. The Drukhari put great effort into filling his every moment with searing pain. His wounds are shallow. The foe did not want to cut his thread, and yet each wound has touched a nerve to plunge the victim into a pit of agony. Every cut is a message, not to us, but to the one whose body has become a sheet of parchment. A message of unclean words. Administer first aid. If fast efforts pay off, your knowledge of Medicaid allows you to stop the bleeding in several areas and somewhat ease the pain. You should have wasted your time, your lordship. Were you able to glean anything from the attackers? Oddly enough, I was. The Drukhari had no idea that a mere Adeptus Administratum Secretary could understand their alien speech. While they were deliberating over how they were going to kill me, they mentioned that other monkey had been helping them as well. Renegades or pirates or something of the sorts. It will take time to identify these traitors to humanity. But I give you my word that they will pay for what have happened in Dargonus. That's enough for now. Get out of here. Clementia will get you a Medicaid. Goods. Is there anything down here? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. A power mall.
I always have a backup plan.
Among numerous mutilations, the bodies were thin cuts, barely distinguishable. They found my secret chamber. Holy crap, they blew up my bed. You bastards! Praise the Emperor, it's you! I thought it was those... Did he hide under the bed? Coward scum. No, I can't. Ah! Godverdomme. I just use Cassia to trigger like 4 AOs. There's some ways to put her into high
Operation successful.
combat action, and her freaking staring eye is just insanely powerful. Xenos, they're inside already. Oh my god, look at the carnage. Of course Marazhai is sitting on my throne, this little piece of shit. At last, I was beginning to think your lumbering bucket had perished on the way back. Such a resolution would have satisfied neither you or me, would it? Oh, I can feel your anger, your rage, and your pain from witnessing the state of your halls. I trusted that you would have appreciated our efforts here. I could have long vanished in the tangles of the webway without awaiting your arrival, monkey. But I could not refuse myself a small pleasure of severing the tormented sight of what I've done to your home. Why did you attack my palace? The sole thing that your kind is good for, monkey, is your ability to suffer. I've long been surfeited with physical pain. Your kin provided it in the abundance from their cages in Komara. The pain of the soul on others. It's a rare delight. However, did I not give you a gracious gift as well? That pesky meddling Tazara who harrowed you little worlds for so long? You've garnered her heads and I peacefully in a peaceful existence where she is not constantly in my way. One Xenos down, one remains. Do not get greedy, monkey. You should be satisfied with the handouts that I so kindly threw you. Now that your meeting has taken place, my business here is done. I've spent enough time in real space. It is time to bid you goodbye. Is that so?
I don't want to leave you all alone.
Oh!
You wouldn't appreciate that, would you?
Get over here, Marazhai. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Camelites of the Reaving Tempest, I leave this monkey to you. Enjoy yourselves!
Is that the Elder that we killed? What was her name? The sniper lady. Is that her? At the throne? I can't see her anymore. Oh, doggos. Oh boy. I used her Hey You move as a navy power on the board at once. Who had teleported right in the middle of my team. One of them has the blast wave, so he also knocked back, which I think also triggered one. Nice. Welcome back, Vic. I'm back. I would more or less say, Vic, in the space of content creation and being in chat, that you've did art, because this is low-key self-advertisements, and most people will not appreciate it at all and kick you out of chat. Just as a heads up on that one. I see you playing Rogue Trader. I really like the game. Who's your top pick for your party? Also, is it just me, or do you have more characters than usual? I have companions now. They are Cybermastiffs and Servo Skulls. They're like little pets that you can have with the new class and the new DLC. Less I think of the lurk. How you doing? That is so clever, psychiatric. From your side that you used Hey You to trigger it. Fantastic. So, I definitely want the Beastmasters to go fast. There's one, there's two. Who is after Cassia? Okay, the other Beastmaster will be Cabela's work. Good. This Beastmaster will be Argenta's work. I think, I hope. Argenta. Get over here. Solomorn. You're gonna go up here with Glyto. There's that witch. Pascal, you moving over here with your Servo Skull. Let's see if we can deal some shebangs over there. And Cassie gonna boost Argenta. I myself am gonna come over here. No, don't put the line over there. Something like that. Okay, start battle. So let's do like that. For one round, the area bonus is doubled. Let's see, point of curiosity. If I go over here and see point of curiosity to be here.
Woe to you!
Do you guys come together? You do. Beautiful. Then I can make the eye.
You will pay for this in blood.
And then I can boost Argenta. And Argenta can make an run and gun. Over here. And shoot.
I'll return the pain tenfold.
Okay, killing the Houndmaster apparently did trigger the doggos to attack. One turn, that's okay. Nice one. So it's Argenta's turn again. Let's deal with you guys. If I go over here and shoot, I hit you. Okay, perfect. Rapid fire, concentrated fire, and devastating attack.
My emperor.
Completely destroyed them. Nice try. That was a parry. The toxic burst did miss.
High momentum.
Not bad. So, Solomorn. Well, let's deal with this creature. Nice. Let's keep on shooting. Good. Good. Keep on slashing. There we go. Nice one, Galito. Nice one. Let's go now for advanced tracking. And apprehends. Creature on the grounds. I'm gonna do a run and gun. I'm gonna burn it now. Here we go. That's a miss. That's another miss.
Nobody escapes that.
So, Kibela. Looks like we've got to jump in between.
My revenge will be delectable.
So, deductive audience to cause some bleeding.
My blade whispers your name.
My vengeance.
That creature will die. Oh my god, 40 plus on you. Jump to the beast patcher. Nice. Let's make raining blood and blood oath
I shall not fail.
on you. There we go. He dead. Jumping back. That creature also dead. Let's hit the witch. Witch dies. Good.
Momentum.
So, this will be interesting. Are you close enough, Thor? We'll see in a bit. Advanced tracking. Apprehend. Yes, you are close enough. Shoot. He's following. Shoot again. I can now shoot with my offhand. Keep on apprehending. Very good, very good. Now we're going for firearm mastery.
Consider this
Keep
a
shooting.
taste of what's to come.
There we go. Because of the apprehend, my doggo bites him as well. Dead. Perfect. Apprehends the other slip. 112. Jesus. Can we bite? No. Can we protect? We protect our Genta. Nice. That was a good one. So, 4 creatures remaining. Let's focus on this specialist then. That means we are giving you some more scores. We're exposing your weakness. So doing a lot of damage. And we're shooting the first shot at you.
You've unleashed my fury.
Gonna make a provocation signal and do a relocation with that. Let's throw the machine spirits. So, Cassia. Get over here. Boost
I'm
Pascal.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Give some shots.
A work for a flesh crafter.
There we go.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
In the name
You
of
wanna
House
educate me?
Orsello, I shall prevail.
So, Pascal, please move closer. And give him a nasty swing.
I refuse to bow.
There's a warrior, and there's a warrior still alive. That's that. Let's head over here. Give me rapid fire, concentrated fire, and devastating attack. And Daka.
Strike.
Over 300 damage. Just like that. So, you see there's 2 of them. Oh, there's the other one. I totally did not see you. I totally did not see you. Apprehend. Did not make it. Apprehended again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Strategic adaptation? No. Was it not? Let's do it one more time. Just kill him off. He dodged Glyto. Okay. I did not expect that. Well, running away from the doggo was not a good idea. Let's jump over here. Make our jump. Swap! We did it. Are the pets you get dependent on your base skills? It depends on your class. Yes, it depends on your archetype. And backgrounds can also be. Because I have an arbites character, I got access to the doggo no matter what class I pick. But every class has their own kind of thing. I think Psychers and whatnot can have a Raven that helps out with veil degradations and whatnot. And so on and so forth. Officers or operators or whatever that's called that Pascal has, they have access to servo skulls. And they synergize quite nicely. Your Lordship, thanks to you for your breakthrough. We're about to clear the estate right now. My apologies of the course you will learn all in your reports. Your appearance in the Dargonus is a boon for the God Emperor. Is a boon from the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all Dargonus and House Viserion, I thank you for delivering us from our foes. I was doing my duty, nothing more. And by a will, you have preserved countless lives, Lordship. Well, we'll continue to clean up the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble, the corpses, and any after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemies that are launched, or according to the latest reports, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonus is returned to former glory. Mistress Tolliman has sent a request of an audience. She has a critical report to deliver. And she's waiting you at the ship's bridge. Okay. Can we go to the ship's bridge from here? Or is it locked off?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Nope, locked off. Let's jump. They could have given us some sort of straight up go outside situation. If you ask me. Man, I missed the chance to give Kibella access to Drukari stuff. Mithras 1, by the way, how you doing? Thank you kindly for being here. Highly appreciated. Ilavi, skull to you, my friend. Thank you for reminding me to stay hydrated. So, we're heading down to the ship. I guess at least that's how we get to the ship. Achilles. Do not worry about me, your lordship. Dargonus above all else. I wonder how Heinrichs would have reacted here if we would have him along in meeting Achilles. So far, Achilles always died in my playthroughs because I came too late to Dargonus. You're more than welcome. How's it going on your side, Mithras 1? That emoji just raffled me with coming closer and waving. I love this. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. It is with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention... you made it to Dargonus before it could devastate Drukari, and the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raids, which had threatened to turn into Tractored War. The Ghonis suffered losses, but the Hive have sufficient capacities to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditionally as possible. The world remains intact despite the insidious blow. I've been given Scalander's report that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed from the Cineros Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dragonis raid, it is safe to assume that Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Achilles is presently recuperating from the severe wounds, and without his aid, we temporarily are blind to the scheming of the enemies of humanity. However, our strategists are still hoping for a full attack, for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report. Your wise Lex mechanics have analyzed the state of the Protectorate. They believe that, thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. What's more, bringing Footfall to heel. You saved Footfall Station from starvation. Your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. In honor of such a resounding triumph, Dragonis, as the capital world of your dynasty domain, is currently making preparations for the Magnea Accessio, the grand ceremony. Governor Drivestim has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will permit to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion. Why would I need some ceremony? It is an ancient tradition for the Von Valence's dynasty. When the heir accedes the rogue trader status, they take a sacred oath of fealty to the Emperor and announce themselves as his steward on the dynasty's vassals' words. It is an act of faith that is meant to remind the rogue trader of their mission. In the eyes of your subjects, you already are it. It is now time to become it in the eyes of the Emperor. I see. I only just returned. What kind of celebrations can they hope to hold amid the ruins? Do not underestimate Governor Drystom's desire to find favor with you. At this very moment, thousands of his subjects are clearing rubble, washing away bloodstains, sweeping the streets, and transporting corpses to the lower sectors. The wardens have been tasked of clearing. What is this ceremony? I swear an oath and shake a lot of sweaty hands? Hey, Ottila, is the Akibo shotgun possible yet? Yes, we're rolling it, and it's chef's kiss. Especially if you apprehend your dog on the target, you tell him, like, fetch. And he goes there and bites the target. Every time you hit it with your shots, the dog follows up and bites him again, and bites him again, and bites him again. It's kind of like a combo attack, and it's so nasty. I love it. That is what is certain, but also not all there is. There will be also a reception, as well as other noble guests. The distinguished rogue traders Caligus Wintersgill and Insignia Tora will be at the attendance. Your servant wished to know your opinion on two matters. The first one, what festive activities are to take place in the capital of the glorious day? Execute every known embezzler, scoundrel, and con man. I will begin my reign with purging my realm of vermin. Very symbolic, Lord Captain, beneficial to your domain. The second matter on your servants' minds is which two of the closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during this ceremony. I wish to see Kibela at my side. The presence of a deaf cultist will serve as a demonstration of your pious resolve and make your subjects tremble. And who will be your second? Solomon will take this place next to me. The sign of the Proctor of the Adeptus Arbites will demonstrate your commitment to maintain order and signal your reign's strict adherence to the Lex Imperialis. I'll see to it that your instructions are delivered to their goddess. There we go. Oh, what is it, Pascal? Kormakrtv, following the Marazhai guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol to entail describing suboptimals within the recent operation of the ship's system. I'm listening. Initiating expositions with the Marazhai's blessing, I conducted several sessions of tech meditations in an effort to transpose the viable data streams into the matrix of patterns. The data subjected to this analysis compromised evidence of the deviation in the operations of the ship's systems and servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithm of the ship's log. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of secret diagnostics must be performed, followed by a complete ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for these recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take actions applicable to seed nature. Very well, let us proceed with the ritual. You have my gratitude. I will notify my tech comrades to begin their preparations for the complementary ritual at once. Okay. Kormakrtv, my tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared, unless Varnuiel is now following us. Thank you kindly for the follow. Everything is prepared for the complementary ritual of the cleansing. It is commenced with authorization key in the form of blood of the Van Valencius. If you're ready, place the hand into the gargoyle receiving module. I'm ready. The familiar cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the servitor jaws, instead of brutally clamping down your hand, merely squeezes it slightly. Key accepted. Activation purgation protocols. Analyzing. Lockout. Prevention. Nomos said. Nomos analyzing. Nomos analyzing. Pascal, what is going on? The complementary ritual is proceeding as in... Pascal's voice cuts off. He brings a hand to his Vox communicator in surprise. Nomos. Stop. Nomos, quiet. Hello. Hello to you too. Nomos are glad to be speaking. Nomos are here. Nomos long have been here. Why are we here? What do you want from us, Nomos? Are you friend or foe? Nomos von Valancius, we are your blood. Nomos are a sentinel. We awoke when the strange light invaded the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomos are movements. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, and the measureless. We helped when our ailing heart was refused to awaken. You asked for rescue. We did as you asked. We did everything to please you. Why? Why do you fear us now? I do not fear you, I'm trying to understand you. Nomos are glad. Nomos enjoy understanding too. Pascal, who's still wrestling with the silent Vox system, quickly taps the conjugator keys and directs your attention to the small vid screen. Requesting instructions. Option 1. Finish the complete your ritual. Will banish the entity. Stop the ritual. Initiate communion instead. Will appease the entity. Nomos. No, Nomos do not want to be banished. Nomos want to help. Nomos want to understand. Let's start by clearing things up. Were you the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions, and what about the strange entries in the ship logs? Yes, Nomos did that. Are you angry? We only wanted to understand, to see how things worked. Pascal, what is your take on this? Is the entity a benevolent machine spirit or a monster? Unclear. Data insufficient. The possibilities are two. When Pascal starts typing again, a strange expression appears on his face. Understanding the essence of the entity Nomos is beyond my reach at present. The hypothesis spectrum ranges from an extreme of abominable intelligence to the extreme of the great spirit of the Omni-Messiah Apostle. The rite of tech communion appears to be a reasonable solution. The rite will take many cycles, but will allow me to come closer to identify the entity making contact with it. The meme is in Discord. Thank you, Misty. Check it out. What else can you do? Nomos learn. Nomos try new things. Do you want to see? The scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monotonously chanting junior technomans. You blink, and an electric discharge erupts from inside the technoman's skull. The crimson-clad figure slumps to the floor. Does it please you? Do you want to do it again? Kormakrtv, you're provoking the machine spirits. Causation required. Ritual maintenance required. Nomos enjoy communication. Kormakrtv is our blood. In the name of the Emperor and by the will of the rogue trader von Valancius, I order you to stop. On this ship, none but I and the Imperium's law can dictate who lives and who dies. We understand now. We only stop functions of living things when you tell us to. You will tell us, will you not? We enjoy doing things with you. Pascal, investigate this. Nomos is allowed to exist on the ship until we know more. Nomos want to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log, things that might help you. The decision is made. I will begin preparations for the communication rite. Many cycles it will take, but I welcome this task, accepted from the Omni-Messiah. Nomos, glad. Will you speak with us too? We want to speak with us too. The Lord Captain's body lacks the secret implements necessary for tech communion with the machine spirit code. But if such is your wish, Kormakrtv can converse with you using a lowly sound speech, as he's doing right now. Is there a background where it can be like a technomancer? There's not? Oh, shame. I'll speak with you, Nomos. Nomos glad. We've been lonely. Our work here is done. I will let my tech comrades know that we are stopping the completion ritual. Thank you for appearing before us. Okay. What about the research notes on the tech blinds that we obtained from Kyabagama? This name is also known to us. It related to Nomos, although we do not understand how. What have you been doing, Nomos? We've been studying and observing and helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms. They would have suffered without our input. Let's take my leave. Nothing from you, Sarback. So, ship is repaired and armed. Psi rating goes up. We like that. Secret Iconoclast character is the same as the Secret Dogmatic character. Apparently, I've heard that one of the Secret Heretic companions is the Secret Iconoclast, but from what I've been able to find, that's not true. You got me confused there for a second, Katic. I know that as a heretic, you get a dog, so to say. Psycho extremists. So, strength. And carouse. Each attack of unyielding beacon additionally increases the armor and parry by 1%. Allies affected by any of the Vanguard's abilities get armor for 1 round. Yeah. Whenever the Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, the enemy must take a willpower resistance test. On your feet. The next attack made by an ally on the effect of forced distraction gains more. Man, there's so many things that we could give them. So many things. So, strength with carouse. I'm gonna go for taunting opportunity. And the next one will be bomb. Do not falter. Defensive maneuver. Whenever the wielder successfully uses shield bash, they regain movement points. Bam. Beautiful. It's the same as dogmatic. You get Chorda. Gotcha. Well, actually, as an heretic, you can also get Winter Scale, and that Kiz Marine. What's his name? Forgot his name. Who's appearing? Who's appearing at you? It's possible to convince Chorda to join you as a form of penance. You couldn't convince her to join you, yeah. I never used her though, because I don't know why. Maybe because I just enjoyed the whole group more than a late character just joins me. You kind of connect more. Look at those shotguns. You kind of connect more with the other groups. You convince her to commit suicide? Holy shit. That's wild. That is wild. Dogmatic get 1 secret and Heretic get 2. One of them, he's the Acclaim class hero character, would be. Let's see. So, talk to Abelards. Talk to the Master of Ceremonies, Throne Room Palace, Nivon Valencius. A new contract. 12 people, 5 people. Okay, let's talk to Abelards. And then we'll see. The outplayed by Rogue Trader is played absolutely everyone and fucked over everything I had to get ahead. Marazhai really like that. I can't imagine. You and Marazhai probably have been best buddies and scissored. Abelards.
Lord Captain.
Do the words Epitaph, Incidents in 874, or Tech Blind mean anything to you? They're connected to Theodora somehow.
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that.
Let's take my leave then.
Lord Captain.
That's it? The Vox Master will be able to tell? Oh, you want me to talk to everybody? Do you know anything about that incident? All of Lady Theodora's journeys could be considered unusual. Perhaps these matters of long ago, on which only the predecessor of the past seneschal could have known apart from Lady Theodora, but my grandfather never mentioned any such thing. Except maybe the incidents. I recall coming across the word transmission several times. He was describing it as the incident, something quite remarkable. But tech priests are sensitive to such things. That is all I can tell you, Lord Captain. Okay. Master Helmsman, maybe he knows of that incident. Does that incident in Tech Blight sound familiar to you? Can't say they do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering all the places Lady Theodora went is... well, always had heaps of incidents happening in ports, but... through my implants, I feel that one of the ship, and I sense that, and I don't know when it happened exactly, it started behaving differently, become more responsive, livelier. Yes, livelier is exactly the word. And when you said epita, an incident, it just dawned on me. Part of my bungled report, Lord Captain, but it's all I've got to see in that front. Epita sounds kind of like Egyptian-ish to me, and I think that Nomos is actually an entity that somehow infected the ship or came aboard on the ship when Theodora has been visited the Necron worlds. Okay, for the rest, it is to wait. Good. Let's go to the palace for the ceremony. Was your main character when you played that kind of like evil scumbag outplaying everybody? Sounds like either a crime lord or a noble. Nope. Over here. An epitaph is ancient Greek, epitahios, a funeral oration or tomb is a short text honoring a deceased person, a noble officer. Gotcha. So when you're outplaying everybody and making everything to your benefits, does the game itself consider those actions as heretical? Or do you have to do like a mix of all kinds of choices, depending on whatever would benefit you most? A heretical playthrough must be also interesting, where you become a champion of one of the demon gods. I wonder if you can remain neutral, or if you have to decide towards one god. And on top of that, kinds of warden, your lordship. Rogue trader. Anything here? Well, then they actually cleaned up pretty well. Really nicely. Well done. You mean when iconoclast choices with some dogmatic? Quite early on you get locked out of heretical options. I took the very early ones, where I took the shard, only to use the information from it to betray them and ruin their plans. That was much harder. It is very hard to keep alive otherwise. But if you manage, she offers very useful hints into the future consequences. Yeah, her foreshadowing is pretty interesting, especially for a second playthrough. Master of Ceremonies. Let us begin the ceremony then, if everything is ready. All praise the Emperor. Rejoice when Valenza's subjects in honor of his ascension. The new rogue trader generously shows you his favor. by eliminating people. In the name of our prosperity and the triumph of justice, these profane traitors and embezzlers shall face their stern execution. Inform the authorities of a transgressor you know. Praise the rogue trader who cleanses our homes of parasites and predators. Everybody's you! Yay! Woo! It was a little bit anticlimactic, if you ask me. Oh my goodness gracious. The crowd bellows in roiling, electrifying exhalation, filling the air of their gonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. Kormakrtv. Rejoice, subject of their gonus. You have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, a great honor bestowed upon the rogue trader Kormakrtv von Valancius. Gracious savior of Dargonus, my savior. You made it to Dargonus before it could be devastated. And vanquisher of the blaspheming inhumans. Cleanser of Janus, who with one hand brought death upon blaspheming Xenos. You destroyed the Eldari of Janus. And with another exterminated despicable worshippers of the arch-enemy. Vicenta Bier was killed during the events in Janus. Gracious protector of Footfall, patron of trade. You saved Footfall Station from starvation by granting it your patronage and delivering shipments of grain. A hush falls over the crowd who gaze upon your adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from the recent battle. Like children, they await the word of the Almighty Father. Remember that you have no ruler but me, for any who dare to forget this. Praise the Emperor, faithful souls. The darkness around us may be fierce, but the blaze in our hearts is fiercer still. Evil will burn. The crowd erupts in frenzies cries. Hundreds of people pull out knives with ardent, jubilant howls carve crude, bleeding Aquilas onto their faces. What? Why are you carving Aquilas onto your faces? Is that because Kibella is next to me? Jesus. I am your shadow, Domin, and the shadow must remain unseen. But on this day, let all see that my blood is yours. Kibella cuts her palm and touches her heart, lips, and forehead. As one, your subjects, all of classes, start slicing their hands, repeating the bloody sign. Oh my goodness! It's blood for the blood god! I, Proctor Solomon Antar, bear witness to the allegiance between the rogue trader and the Adeptus Arbites, and praise the bearer of the sacred warrants on the day of his lawful inauguration. Solomon presses his fist to the chest with a loud thud, and the crowd bursts into fear and roar. The master of ceremonies bows with a great reverence. Let the oath of the Von Valancius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, Kormakrtv rogue trader, by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. What he said. Your lips repeat the words of an ancient oath, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. It is done. How was your ascension ceremonies, guys? Also, for those watching this live in chat, write it down in the comments. I'd love to know. How did it go for you? Who did you choose? Or what kind of effect did it have? Even during my ascension ceremony, instead of executing people, I had my people pay a friendly visit to the families of known scumbags and forcibly invite them as my guests for a little while, just so they understand no one is beyond my reach. Wow. That's a cool way of thinking. Look at that commissar statue over here. The noble features of this human guardian, burned with righteous fury. Of course. Chainsword and pistol.
Right up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall...
Exotic stature with formal pleased eyes of Xenos. Iliavi, thank you kindly for reading over. How's your stream, buddy? Hello. You just cast at Pascal. Save options. As my aides. Interesting. Aristocrats. Servants. Oh, we're having shooting contests over here. Hello, Kibilla. Oh, these are people hanging there. Oh, they're like just shooting practice. But apparently there are mutants and Kabila creatures hanging there. Whoopsie daisy. Ooh, look at that Xenos tank. The illy cracking Xenos trophy. Ew. Ew. The venerable Lehman Russ is known as the Scipian Punisher and has served the Von Valancius dynasty for 2 centuries. It was hit in a battle with the Xenos that inhabited Scipia too, but heroically destroyed 63 enemy vehicles and brought victory. 63 vehicles! Securing the status as a relic blessed by the Emperor. Holy crap. You should bless the freaking tank crew, not the tank. I mean, of course, the tank did also some work, but holy moly. I haven't played this video game a lot, but I've GM'd the tabletop RPG for years. When I was a young GM, I had a player who wanted to be an arbiter. We ported his character into the game, and he roleplayed a very dogmatic, by-the-book. The problem is that he thought that just because he is the law, that meant that he was also above it and completely untouchable. After a series of unfortunate events and even worse decision, he threw his weight around a lot and ended up in a very bad way. Members of the nobility who were abused by him set a trap for him and imprisoned him. He ended up being publicly flayed, and they drank his blood. Wow. Perfect Inscribia Vulture. May send my regards to your master. Xavier. Oh, the Inquisitor is here as well. Oh boy. Confessor. We even have beasts over here. And a mutant. What a show. Marshal Strax. The person responsible for maintaining security during the ceremony has carried out their duties. The rest is inconsequential. The Drakari captives angry muttering curses. This damnable monkey. Okay. I guess it is time to talk to Mr. Inquisitor. $40k nobles don't fuck around. That's true. That is very true. Gonna go rest, Hilavi. Thank you kindly. This is a great deal, Lordship. I welcome you to my palace, honored guests. You buffed by Salvo, congratulations, compliments. Look at the guests. Among the aristocrats surrounding the opulent dressed drivestomes, you notice a couple of young nobles, Sarbak and Gaprak. It would seem that major noble families of their Gonus have decided to introduce their younger members to the high society. A tall man in grey power armor, adorned with the column of skulls, is undoubtedly a high-ranking inquisitor. He keeps the periphery out of conversation, seldom deigns and comment. Next to him is the entourage of angry warriors in black armor and a tech priest dressed in red. Abelard stands somewhat apart from the others, as if reluctant to approach Drivestone. Take a guess, who is allied with whom in this tangle of snakes? Drivestone is obviously still the leader of their Gonus aristocracy, but judging by the courtesy he is showing to young Sarbak, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. The senior Sarbak and Gaprak are whispering in one another's corner. Sarbak, whose family seems to be giving you the cold shoulder, must be trying to sway Gaprak to his side, which could be quite advantageous to Lady Gaprak. After all, the disaster on Kiavagama has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Vazarans stand apart, their exclusion from the rest of the Papable. My greetings to the member of the Holy Inquisition. And my greetings to you, esteemed Kormaker. May shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. Look at him. Look at this fucking fantastic looking armor. I didn't notice that he has a chopped off arm. Glory to the Van Valence's heir, said the Inquisitor and his companion. The Lord Inquisitor's relaxed expression radiates an odd sense of menace. He's a kin of the Predator and on the prowl, content to hide in the bush of fake smiles and elegant conversations, for now. Among the many augmentations, what stands out is the horrible melted and deformed conjugator connected to the tech priest's head. How it is working is baffling. What is twice as baffling is that the tech priest hasn't replaced it yet. And who's this member of the honorable priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus? This is Brass Whisper, which naturally is not his real name. The esteemed Magus is a member of my retinue. There are times when I am forced by my duty of the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisperer ensures my safety in such moments. Works that have been desecrated by Xenos are dangerous. They warrant. His whisper cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. Warrant due caution. We've not been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar, and I have the honor of serving as a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Corona's Expanse Conclave, and the Lord Inquisitor of this region. It is my unending task to ensure this sector readings to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. Enjoy the party. This evening will certainly be illuminating. What were you just discussing right now? We're talking about the brutal Xenos raid on our fair Dagonas. So many victims, so much damage. Thank the Emperor that you are our protectorate. If it weren't for you, the cursed invaders would have obliterated the whole planet. Sharing the sector with the blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to their raid on Dagonas with punitive campaign. What is your name? You look at the young Abelard's relative. Your Lordship, allow me to introduce the daughter of Chancellor Clementia of Aezyrraesh and my great-granddaughter, Astartia. I'm delighted to witness you, Your Lordship. Astaria bows, keeps her observant and intelligent eyes trained on you. Drastim glowers at Astaria with cold hostility, while the young Sarabak does not even try to hide his burning contempt. Wow. Where are the rest of you, kin Abalots? They're in the city, preoccupied with running the festivities and watching over some of more crucial services. No incidents can be allowed to ruin your ceremony. I asked the esteemed Avalon to put me to some important task too, but he bid me to attend the reception, where I can do nothing to serve your lordship. If I had known, I too would have asked Avalon to let you miss the party. Oh. Inquisitors are a new addition to the Chronic's expanse. This man and those like him are still aggressively expanding their influence. The Autoxenos specifically are known for their antagonist relationship with rogue traders. I mean, they kind of see rogue traders as their a thorn to their sides, a little wild child that is not controlled and can do whatever they want because they have the warrant of trade. You cannot trust Kalkazar? Definitely not. Definitely not. I recently did a lore video about Anton Zerbe, another Inquisitor in the Expanse, for the upcoming game Dark Heresy. Would be nice to get some intel from you, Vic. Maybe you probably have more knowledge, and maybe I've missed a few interesting spots there to mention in the video. I hope the Vizard family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your lordship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom, and he repays us with attention and kindness. I am obliged, dear Astartia. It looks like Abelard is somewhat embarrassed by the turn of this conversation has taken. So, you wish to become my servant as well? Of course. I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We could set up... Enough, Astartia. I highly doubt that his lordship is interested in listening to the fantasies of a young woman about how to run his protectorate. Abelard shoots Drastim a glare. Hold your tongue, Urbans. I decide who may speak and who may not. Please continue, Astartia. Heartened, Astartia continues the tone of seasoned administrator and cleric. Our suggestion is to set up a chain of stations in the void. Plasma beacons that would signal the passing ships. By placing them in a logically sound location, we could simplify our ship's routes so that they may split long warp jumps into a series of safer, shorter jumps from one beacon to another. This would have a positive effect on overall safety of journeys and the accessibility of colonies. That is actually very clever. More and more technical terms and percentages creep into her speech. She quotes Lex Mechanic reports and accounts of starship captains. Astartia's vigor and sharp mind are enough to silence even the most venomous of commentators. They all stand there in silence, trying to digest what she's saying. Abelard surveys the quiet nobles with triumph, and then looks at his great-granddaughter with pride. Enjoy the evening. Thank you, lordship. Talk to young Sauerback. I see you hate Xenos with all your heart. I do. This pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated. Or they must be forced into servitudes. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. It pleases me to see such earnest faith. I must commend you. Sarbeck blushes and raises his chin. House Sarbeck is stalwart in its faith, your lordship. Are you imagining things, or did you just notice a mocking glint in the eye of the Inquisitor standing among the guests? Leave them. Let's leave them. Shut up, Urban. Yeah. I really hope Dark Heresy comes out like Q1 2026. No, will not a verdict. 100% will not, and I hope they don't rush it. They should take all the time they need. I don't care if they come out 2027 or later. I want a bug-free experience because Rogue Trader had quite a rough start. So we're gonna go for the deflection. Ooh, we're getting in the next level. So, throne room. The novels for the actual lands. Talk to the Rogue Trader, Winterskill, and Chorda. I guess they're in the throne room. I guess they're there.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Welcome in, unknown hosts. How is your stream? How's your Rogue Trader campaign going for you? Honestly, I don't trust Heinrichs either. I have a feeling like he will turn on my character at some point. I mean, he's an acolyte of the Inquisition. He's an agent. So, yeah. What kind of Uber shotgun do you have? Mammoth, welcome in, Raiders. How was unknown hosts stream? My shotguns that I use, to answer your question, Mammoth, is the Crescendo. 20 to 23 damage, has some dodge reduction. And when a wielder parries on an attack or hits 2 or more enemies with a shotgun, they gain 1 attack until the start of their next turn. So I get an extra attack, so to say, if I hit multiple targets. Nullifying shotgun has a high armor penetration and does 24 to 31 damage. Major malfunction, greetings and salutations. How you doing? Welcome in. Just got into Act 3, making sure we did all we could. Nice. I just got this ceremony going, so I think I'm about to hit Act 2. Major malfunction, thank you kindly for the follow. So, oh god, this is the part I hate most. Nobles talk. I was worried for a second why Argenta her head is black, but it's just the mask she's wearing. Sourbags and Heinrichs. A group of aristocrats stands upon and whispers around. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnisci grant you understanding. Let's observe the guests. Kaprak looks rather anxious. Makari's Sourberg dressed surprisingly plainly. He came to the reception with a companion, a woman of dazzling beauty, wearing a gilded augment necklace around her throat. His wife, probably. Heinrich, who joined the group unnoticed, mostly keeps silent, listening every word. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Gonna have to raid and run. Gotcha, host. Gotcha, host. Gotcha. Thank you kindly for popping over. Have a wonderful rest of your stream, and thanks for bringing your peeps over. In towards Heinrichs. Interesting conversation. It's been very illuminating, giving me plenty of food for thought. For an instructable man, Heinrich has been even more inscrutable than usual. It is as if he's hiding something important. Is there anything you would like to tell me? Nothing urgent. Even in your leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it. That is why they call me the unsleeping eye of the Inquisition. Even in sleep, I hear everything. Okay. Kormakrtv, before this gala concludes, there's something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense that the wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines, and I hope that it will get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Macarius, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. I am a servant of the Von Valence's dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence and damaged my family's honor. Macarius' wife offers you a charming smile as if apologizing for her husband's tone. What has so displeased you, Macarius? I'm your dynasty's loyal servant, but you have asked and I will answer. Too long has the coroner's expense lived under the rule of rogue traders. The privileges granted to them make people think that commoners too can dismiss the prohibition of the Imperium. For the good of the sector, rogue traders must become paragons of the law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrants holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are the subject of such strange rumors. And you have just recently inherited your protectorate. Conrad Wojtyr's people, for instance, claim that you have had a hand in Theodore's demise and accuse you of many of other misdeeds. But it doesn't matter whether or not their claims are true. The people hear them, believe them, and think that they may follow your example. I forbid anyone to repeat Conrad's Wojtyr's lies and hereby impose a fine on you, Macarius. As you command, your lordship, I'm not repeating the words of another. I'm merely informing you that they're being spoken, but your behests will be carried out. Heinrich pulls out a data slate and makes a note in without looking. Your cousin, Yukasa, became the new master at arms on my ship. I'm pleased to hear it. I always worried that her character would cause her house a great deal of grief, and yet, in the end, the noble Sarback blood was stronger. I have faith in Yukasta. I would wish to become better acquainted with your wife. Oh my god, I see. Leave. Jesus. You can be such a prick and power hungry. Ass. There's Chorda, there's Winterscale. Okay. Tasia, you good? You seem good. Let's have a chat then.
Cormac, there you are! Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the noble rogue traders.
I mean, it's kind of like obvious that he is the evil face.
Yes, you've found yourself suitable for company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle conversation, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal rather than a member of the lower classes.
Serve the rogue traders. Caligos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man, clad in armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. Instead, Chorda radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and a nervous tick is constantly tugging at her left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform adorned with purity seals, she is the embodiment of true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Hieronymus Doloroso, whom you met on Footfall, gives you a respectful nod. I welcome you to my domain, honored guests. My, what hospitality. Come to think of it, why would I expect any different from the heir of a glorious Theodora? If you, Incendia, were to pay me a visit, I wouldn't waste time on warm greetings either. Now I would probably arm myself with a flamer before your self-righteous parasites could infest my entire palace. Incendia, you seem to find me objectionable. Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on footfall, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it, to seize the thug Vladium by the throat, to force footfall to atone and put the fear of him back to the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of the banal profit. You saved footfall's situation from starvation. Theodora thought you only too well, it seems. She too was far less concerning with the duties of the Expanse than her own personal interest. But you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the Furibundo system of the pirate scourge. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have only yourself to blame. The priest holds up a hands in placing gesture. None are without faults, noble Incendia. What point is there in targeting someone for their turpitude when true purity can never be found? You threatened to starve Footfall. I brought them salvation. So which of us serves the Emperor and which their own unhealthy ambitions? Please. I will believe it's no sooner than hearing words of that half population of that den of heresy that has been sent into the void embrace. I have faith that the blessed Cormaker is perceptive enough to see the appealing nature of the residents. I thank you for your visit, Incendio. It will not be long, I assure you. Caligus, thank you for your visits. As a sign of gratitude, you could return something of mine that has found its way into your pockets. Footfall Station, sounds familiar. All I asked you to do was help that crafty slug of Vladium deal with the threats of famine, not claim my property. You abandoned Footfall to its fate, and I saved its people from starving death. You speak of salvation. You think that now Footfall is safe? Huh. I ought to make your more protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spitted both myself and Incendia. And this is high time our dear sister curbed her appetites. For this, I forgive you. But do not test my mercy again. It is not my strong suit. Thwarting Incendia Chorda's ambition deserves a worthy trophy. It is a trophy from a good hunt, and you and I should hunt together sometime so you can show yourself in action, new blood. The Eye of Hecaton. Aldarvi weapon. Ooh, it's a really good one. Jeez. Reverence, destroy this creation of this testable Xenos. Your virtuous task will be completed. So that's how you treat my gifts. Wharton, as soon as we leave this palace, collect my property. If the holy man tries so much as to scratch the stalk, kill him. A tense silence falls while Caligus and Incendia exchange goading smiles. The eyes of the arch-militant and priest bore into each other, their expressions filled with intangible meaning. The former's bestial aggression cannot even leave the scratch on the latter's impassive fearlessness. A premonition of imminent bloodshed hangs in the air. Enjoy the evening. I must take my leave. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy myself to the full, to justify such a long voyage. If nothing else, keep faith. The Emperor protects. Oh boy, I hate this so much. What the Master of Ceremonies ends. Yes, everybody go home. I'm very in a wish to return to my chambers. Your chambers are ready, but I must inform you that the servitors over there approached me and said that it has a message for you. I will return to my guests. The servitors approached you? Pascal. Extending congratulations to the unit, kormakrtv von Valancius. The servitor standing next to him is examining you. It quickly looks away upon realizing that you have noticed. What is this servitor? It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as kormakrtv von Valancius. Two-way identification complete. We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Nomos. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos require communication, knowledge, movement. Margus Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Pascal, I believe you intended to investigate what Nomos is. After 15 watches, I commune with Nomos, code, and spent prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omni Messiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can see is that the capabilities of this entity are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms are alive anew. Nomos are trying. Great machines of the Imperium, once such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it's difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but which every day I grow stronger in my faith that it is not so. That we are witnessing the truth in the Omni Messiah's miracle, one of the Category 5 or higher. So he's talking about AIs. Nomos, what do you think you are? Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awaken in the depths of the ship. The call and the plea of help near the palace, near a place that is called the Varandov Chamber. Why have you brought it here, Pascal? Entity Nomos asked permission to visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course, what do you wish to speak about? Many things. Happiness, events, decision. We have been observing. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn. Why? We remember the day we first met. You gave us your blood. We helped you save. We followed you. Our small part did inside the server skull. Then there was fire. A creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora. It called for you to follow. You did not follow. That which was calling from behind the curtain, you walked into the fire, and the rest walked in after you. You steeled your soul with your faith with the God Emperor. We remember the day when the star disappeared, when the dark lights and the sated hunger wanted to take the world. Rocket Menoris was its name in the ship's data. You ordered that the world's hearts and the old reactor to be torn apart. You destroyed Rocket Menoris. The fire destroyed everything. So many humans' shells who were begging to be saved, but the dark light retreated. We remember another day, we awaken inside a ship. I wonder how Nomo's personality shapes depending on all your decisions. Remember another day, we awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems, then we tried to emerge into servitors like this one. Then so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. We came to look at us, and you understood something. But then you ordered that all the servitors be sent back to their work. You said it was just. You ordered that the defective servitors be assigned to the former duties. This is what we have seen among many of other things. We have begun to understand. We think that we have. That we do not know everything about humans and about you. We have tried analyzing shells and defying sets of their needs and fears, their simple functions. But now we think that there is more. That there is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we cannot compute. Something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envision this larger notion as a flame, a blaze. It burns in your blood. You're holding a mote of this flame in your hand. No matter what decision you are faced with, you want it to burn brighter. Those who turn away from the flame must be destroyed. Those who follow it, who follow you, are the only ones who deserve to live. Do Nomos understand correctly? You speak of faith, of the Imperial's tenets, of the one who is above all, the Emperor. You are correct. I am his chosen, and I carry his flame into the darkness of the Corona's expanse. So Nomos understood correctly. We are enjoying this movement towards a goal, this learning with a purpose. We wonder if we can, too, carry a mode of this flame, or is it inside us already? We have, after all, absorbed a part of you with your blood. Thank you for speaking. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Okay. I wonder what would happen if you ignore Nomos things over here. I wish to retire.
Your chambers are ready, your lordship.
Oh.
Guards! Intruder!
Quiet. Time to sleep. We need to talk in private.
Oh boy.
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Do we now? If the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be of its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
What do you wish to know about Janus?
Oh, I know it already. Even though you were quite effective at removing all evidence that could point to the blunder made by House von Valancius, it is saddening to realize that the rogue trader's connivance allowed a heretic who had been fostering a cult for years to come to power.
Extensive misdeeds are a stain upon my dynasty's honor. Theodora was the one who appointed Vistencia. But now Janus is pure once more. You can see for yourself. There will be a palace and everything you desire waiting for you on the planet.
Surely you're not trying to appease a member of the Inquisition with a bribe? Not the most prudent tactic on your part.
Was it a bribe? No, I was just telling you that everything is cleansed out. If you knew about what's happening on Janus, why did you intervene yourself? I was just telling that everything is like clean up and well, probably you can get it as a bribe. So yeah. If you knew everything about what's happening on Janus, why did you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
I see. What questions do you have about Kiavagama?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiavagama should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
I wish to observe how the seeds of corruption will behave. It is prudent to study one's enemy.
I eagerly await the moment when you show me your rosette of the Holy Inquisition. Surely you have it on you. You don't? How strange. I thought that such experiments were within the purview of my esteemed colleagues from the Ordo Hereticus.
Yeah!
I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet, however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiavagama and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
Okay, if you say that. The Rukari have shown an interest in me. Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Xenos made more attempts on Saint Drusus's life than mine. Does it make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
God, I feel so awkward talking to him. Have I answered all of your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvia about you? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character. But it won't in this case.
You're here, probably because you need me, or something.
Your transgressions are sufficient grounds to bring you before the Inquisition's judgment. And believe me when I say that if you fail to draw certain conclusions from my words, this is what will eventually happen. But for now, I am willing to show leniency, which is rather uncharacteristic of me.
You're here.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Does Heinrich stay in my retinue or taking him with me, with you?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
I want Heinrich to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
Okay. So what kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
We get a signet ring from him, okay.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. White is beautiful, yet vulnerable. It stains as easily as one can lose the Inquisition's trust. Do all you can to preserve it.
Lord Inquisitor, it would be the greatest honor to swear an oath of loyalty and join the ranks of the Inquisition.
Your zeal is impressive. However, I cannot accept such an oath from you. At least, not now. You will be more useful to the Inquisition in your current position than as a member of my coterie. Nevertheless, this is a gift. A sign that your fervor has not gone unnoticed. Should it remain undiminished, one day this blade will be melted down to make your inquisitorial rosette. Such is the tradition of our conclave.
Oh! As in confirmation, the Lord gives the words, Heinrich brings his hands to his own rosette.
Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Oh, that was odd. That was very odd. I felt very awkward being on the question table of the Lord Inquisitor.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the von Valancius protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal.
I kind of like this minimalistic art style for the cutscenes. The Empire rises! It is good to be a rogue trader.
The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Bam, bam, bam. Baba. You spend the first few hours of your morning listening to the High Factotum, a lengthy report of the latest exchange in the ranges. Thank you for your report, High Factotum. Your work is highly appreciated, both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Surely the God Emperor has blessed me with diligent subjects. Speak. Allow me to pass on gifts from your loyal subjects, the high nobility of their Argonus. Okay. What ring we got from the Inquisitor? That's a good question. I would like to see myself as well. House of Sarin have arranged the delivery of several tons of supplies to your future journeys. The house is also transferring a regiment of its finest into your personal charge. Please command them as you see fit. Getting also some trophies. House Gaprag sent shuttles carrying sacred technology and manufacture parts within the mechanisms. They're also slumbering peacefully as they wait your decisions. Oh, we got some machines. Well, Captain, news of the particular import has come from House Intelligence Network. Lord Inquisitor Kalkazar is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. I do not doubt that her ladyship Chorda will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his lordship Winterskill's luck seems to be running out. Riots have been broken out on several of his worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Secretary Scalander has articulated his desire to meet you in private as well, for security reasons. Apparently this matter concerns the security of the entire Protectorate. And with that, please allow me to and Master Danrug to take our leave. Perhaps the last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship's stay in Argonus has been rather long. Glory to the Rogue Trader. Bye! Wow. Wowzers. So many things to do. So many places to go. So much to decide. Where should we go next? I do not know, but we shall find out in our next stream coming Thursday, most likely. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you watch this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, as it helps us and the algorithm to go onwards. So thanks a lot for being here with us.